Good morning and welcome from Central Arizona. In this one, we're putting our range to the test. Trekking out through some remote backcountry to Central Arizona. Should be over 100 miles of dirt by the time we get through this. Possibly a little more. But so far, we've been trekking through, came in on Signal Road, headed west into the mountains a bit. And this area is beautiful. It's full of saguaro cactus, Joshua trees, some wild burros. We're going to take this and trek up to Alamo Lake. It's a reservoir that was developed in the 60s. And really test out this range. Don't get very good fuel economy in this thing. So hopefully we can make it to the next fuel stop and see some cool stuff along the way. And along the way on this track is a beautiful slot canyon that I've been wanting to get out to for years. I think Charlie sees the burros.
What was that?
All right, we got to put down some miles of dirt. I think we'll see you in the canyon. Some of the plant life out in the desert really does amaze me. Not only is it a dry, arid climate and it's just tough to survive out here, but the saguaro specifically, the cactus that, got arms, right? Got the iconic Southwest desert cactus. They don't grow an arm until they're 75 to 100 years old.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, and they store water throughout their trunk, if you will. They're called a spear until they grow arms. But they'll collect all that water during the wet season and then survive on that throughout the rest of the year. It's incredible how old some of these cacti are. They can live 150, 200 years old. I think these cacti were around for the last set of 20s. Crazy. This area is really, really thick with them as well. The central and southern part of Arizona, or south central. It's really cool to see. Check through. Let's see.
Oh, back up. We
Missed the
wanted to
entrance.
turn back there.
Like I'm backing up.
We were so excited about the mic check that we totally forgot.
Spent quite a bit of time backing up on this trip.
Watch your back, then
Whoop.
hang up. A little bit further. It looks like we're ready to take the wash. Precious gas. If we don't make it to the gas station by 600 feet, that is why.
Oh, back of the ways.
Yeah.
There's the tire tracks we were looking for. These are not the joints you were looking for. Those are, though. Whoop. You know, so far, all the roads out here have been very easy traveling, which I don't mind whatsoever. It's definitely recently graded. Let's see here. But it is a lot of miles. Alamo Road running from kind of near Yucca is where it starts, Yucca, Arizona. It's about 60 plus miles, I think, all the way out to Alamo. And we took a couple side roads to get in here. So now we just entered the wash to Maggie Slot Canyon. And in this fashion, we're running it from south to north. You can run in either direction. It does get really narrow, though, so you might have to back out of it, I suppose, if we get some trail traffic. But we are starting from the Alamo Lake side. Head up this wash. Check out this canyon. This is one of those trails where I am really glad to be in a 96-inch wheelbase, whatever this is at. It's really tight and narrow turning through here. It's awesome to be in a little tiny rig and just scoot through it. Longer wheelbase vehicles and definitely have a struggle through this. But not this little billy goat. That's a win for overlanding in a TJ. Coming through a couple of these sections, this is really pinch points for some of the longer wheelbase vehicles. Anything a little wide. Even in this little TJ, that's a tight squeeze through there. Even in this one, I misjudged this little S-turn on my turning radius. So I've got to back her on up a little bit and try and tighten up this turn. Sure, pretty close up here.
You're clear.
So even in that little tight turn, this is a tiny wheelbase and very nimble. That was tight. Even scrubbed a rear driver tire on the rock there. Oh, those birds are the funniest. Well, we climbed out of Maggie Slot Canyon there. Climbed about 1,500 feet in elevation since then. Oh, Blue. Whining about something. But now we're hunting out a campsite. I am anxiously watching the fuel gauge. We truck around trying to find a camp spot we like. But gained that little bit of elevation. We got out of the saguaros, into some mesquite, and a boatload of Joshua trees. But it is very pretty. Let's see what we can find for a camp spot. Well, we found a spot. It's pretty cool. A rocky area. Some juniper. You like gin? What's that?
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. This cool boulder back behind us here. It's really pretty. But Chelsea was wandering around the campsite. Check this out. This is pretty cool. My shadow in the way, but that is a compass. Top, north, south, west, east. Pretty cool. A few old
There's
tins.
a bunch of cans around here too.
Excuse me. Yeah, a few old tins.
I've been trying to figure out what this one circle means. It is just a circle with some rocks in the middle, next to the compass. Maybe a sand circle.
Yeah. Get into some weird stuff. Got some old cans. Check that out. Had to have a tool to open those.
Too strange. Like, where did you find all of those rocks?
And they're all different than the surrounding rocks. Well, found a pretty sweet spot. Crazy.
Tell them the news of the check engine light, or not the check engine. Sorry.
We don't have one of those lights. We pulled in the campsite. It's just a little bit off camber, and the fuel light popped on. Oof. Got level and it did go off. So there's still a few gallons in there, and we got 4 gallons in backup on the rotopacks on the rig. We'll definitely be using every drop of fuel to get out of here tomorrow. But I think we'll go get this set up, make some dinner.
Cause yeah, like you see all these like black rocks, and really what caught my eye, I was like, "Ooh, pretty rocks," and then I went to pick one up, and then I was like, "That is an N," and then when I moved it around, I was like, "Oh, compass." Where'd you find all of them?
Bon appetit. Well, good morning. We're here just getting everything packed up at camp and getting ready to roll. But we've got about 50 miles today, and our fuel light came on yesterday. We're just on the edge of that. So we're going to take a minute and refuel off the rig here, fill up off our Rotopax cans, and hope we can make it out of here. Last time I did my off-road fuel economy, I believe we were at 8 or 9 miles a gallon. So this is going to be testy. Now, well, I love Rotopax fuel cans for the mounting solutions and durability and whatnot. The worst thing about fuel cans these days is these. Safety. No. Pain. So, I carry around an extra one from a water nozzle. Slide that on. Fuel light did pop on. It means we've only got a couple gallons left in this little tank. DJ's only got a 19-gallon tank. That is the larger of the options. I believe they came with 16 too, I believe. But we're going to be pushing it. Always wanted to come out to this area, and this was what I was always apprehensive about. So we did find a way to snake in and take Signal Road into here and up to Alamo Lake yesterday. And that Maggie Slot Canyon was just beautiful. It was so much fun. Such a tight trail, though. You really got to take some caution in there turning. But this will test our range for sure. We also woke up to our first really nice morning in a while. We've been fighting some weather and some wind. Really cold. 40-mile-an-hour winds, just really putting the tent to the test. But today, it is a beautiful, it's got to be 70-plus degrees. We're at about 3,000 feet. Barely any wind. Absolutely gorgeous. You know, some parts of the country right now are getting just pounded with snow, so glad to be here. Well, that's one down. I'm going to fill up the other one, load things up, and we're going to hit the trail. It's gonna be close. Definitely needed those 4 gallons. We still got a long way to go on this dirt road to get out. When we get out, still no civilization. We've got a bit of a highway trek after that to get to the fuel station. We'll make it. Well, we made it back to pavement. Just finished juicing up the tires. And we still got a few pavement miles to crush before we can get to a fuel station. So, hopes and dreams we make it there. This has been a fantastic trail. And this whole network of trails out here connects all over central Arizona. So it was a ton of fun to explore. But let's hope we make it to a fuel station. I think we're gonna make it. If we didn't have those extra 4 gallons of fuel, we definitely wouldn't have. We were getting low. But the fuel station's just a couple miles ahead, and we're gonna make it with a little to spare. So it's good to have those extra jerry cans with us. Well, we made it to the fuel station. That was close on the range, but a pretty epic trail. It was awesome to connect all of that together. Oh, blue. GC's people. We're back in civilization. But we made it through an epic trail. And that's going to do it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.